Hello everyone, welcome to All Things Flossy. Thank you all for subscribing to my channel and thank you all for sticking with me. If you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, please do hit the notification button. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I make my fresh mackerel gravy. Yes, I said fresh mackerel gravy. You can use smoked mackerel, but in today's video, it's going to be the fresh one. Don't forget to like or share if you do like this video. So for my ingredients, I have some dried shrimps, I have a can of tomato paste, I have some onions, some garlic, some ginger, some scotch bonnet, I have sliced tomatoes, I have sliced onions, of course I have my fresh mackerel, I have some red blended bell peppers, I have my herbs, I have anise seeds, rosemary, thyme, I have my bay leaf, I have nutmeg, and I have my chicken bouillon seasoning. You can use any seasoning of your choice. I start off by blending my onions, my garlic, my ginger, my scotch bonnet. I'm going to be adding my herbs as well, and then I will add my dried shrimps. Add a little bit of water and blend. Once it's all blended, I will be steaming up my mackerel. Add a little bit of water, add a little bit of the paste you just blended. Add some salt to taste and your seasoning. You can add any seasoning of your choice. And I'll be steaming this over medium heat for about 10 minutes. So after 10 minutes, this is what I have. I will be transferring onto a plate because I want it to cool down. So it's all cooled down now. I will be using the stock of the mackerel. Do not throw it away. We will be using it again. So gently slide your hand over the mackerel and take off the black skin. I do not want the black skin in the gravy because it's going to show up. It's not that pretty. I don't want that. So I'm taking off the skin. Once all the skin is taken off, gently open up the mackerel and we're going to debone it. We're going to take off all the bones. Mind you, mackerel has these tiny bones in there. You want them all out because if your little one is eating that gravy, you don't want them choking on a bone. So gently take off all the bones. For the gravy, I will be adding a half of the sliced onions. I'll cook it until it's golden brown. You will know if it's cooked. Add the rest of the paste that was blended and cook it. So I cook it for about 5 minutes. When I see that there's not a lot of water in it, and then I'll be adding my tomato paste. Mix it all together, make sure it all blends out. I will be adding my sliced tomatoes. I like using sliced tomatoes a lot. So I'm going to cook this for about 10 minutes. And after my 10 minutes, this is what I have. And so now I will be adding my blended red bell pepper. I always add this later because it takes away the sourness of the tomato. It does really work, so I add it later, but it depends on what you want to do. You can add it in the beginning or in the middle. I'll be adding my bay leaf for some seasoning, of course, for some smell. Remember our fish stock, our mackerel stock? We're going to add it now. You add it and so it cooks with the gravy whilst you're cooking it. I'll be adding my chicken bouillon seasoning as well. And be mindful of salt. So I add all this before I add salt because I don't want it to be salty. Here I just added my grated nutmeg. Remember we had a nutmeg earlier on? I grated it and I added it. This is the aftermath of the mackerel. And so remember to take off all the bones and I'll be adding it onto the gravy. So whilst I'm adding it, I see some tiny bones. I'm just really looking. I see some tiny bones and I'll be taking them all out. So I decided to add some green bell peppers to it too, to add some flavor. I have my gravy and I'm adding a half of the sliced onions we left behind earlier, remember? Yes, we added it all too. Mix it all gently and you taste for salt. I need a little bit salt and so I'm going to add my salt now. But like I said, be mindful of your salt. There you have it. Your mackerel gravy is all ready. It smells so delicious. It's amazing. Oh my goodness, it tastes so good. You can add any vegetable of your choice. It's all up to you. But here we have it. I hope you give it a try and thank you for sticking with me. If you haven't subscribed, please do subscribe now. Thank you all until I see you in my next video. Stay graced up.